Hi guys, hello, welcome to my channel, and welcome to my super empty room. It is so echoey in here. Today I'm going to be doing a room makeover. I spent this entire last weekend like completely gutting this room, and yeah, I bought a bunch of new furniture because I'm a big thrifter, but when it comes to like furniture, like big pieces of furniture, it's kind of hard to find things that match. But also too, like in my entire adult life, I've never had like a nice bedroom set. So I basically bought a bunch of new furniture and I'm very, very excited. This is kind of the vibe that I'm going for. I want kind of like a clean, bright, I don't know, just nice and soothing and calming, that kind of vibe, I guess. First day of this makeover project, we're just gonna be like building the furniture. I got a dresser, a couple of nightstands, a lamp, and a vanity, which I'm actually kind of scared for because it looks simple enough, but literally every single one of the reviews, no matter if it was like a good or a bad one, everyone said that it took 1,000 years to put together. So I'm a little nervous about that one. We're probably gonna wait till the end for that one, but anyway, let's go ahead and bring in the furniture. I got the dresser off Wayfair, I got the vanity off of Amazon, and then these two things off of Amazon as well. I am kind of wanting to do like lighter woods, which is the first time I've ever done that. Typically I'm like a dark wood type of girl, but I don't know, the lighter wood was like calling to me this time around. And then as far as like the metal, I'm gonna do brass. Whenever there's like a room makeover, I feel like you always have to like pick a wood color, pick a metal, and then like a color. And I think mine's gonna be green. It's probably gonna be green. Anyway, let's go ahead and start with, I was gonna do the dresser first, but I feel like maybe I need to like get my feet wet a little bit and just do something smaller. So let's go ahead and we're gonna do the nightstands first. I think I changed my mind actually. I think I'm gonna do the lamp first, just because that should be like super, super easy. And I think it'll be motivating to like get something done quickly. I'm so nervous. When it comes to metals, I really do prefer like that brass color, like a real brass, which is really similar to gold. But anything that looks too gold, if that makes any sense, or like fake gold, I hate it. So I'm really nervous about this. It comes with little teeny tiny light bulbs, which I'm excited for because it's just one less thing I have to like buy. Also too, these light bulbs do change like the warmth, which I'm really excited for because a lot of my lighting in my house, because I live in a very old house, is very warm, which I do prefer when I'm just like relaxing at home, like by myself or whatever, but like for filming purposes, warm tones look awful. Anyway, here's our first little bulb. Got like styrofoam everywhere. Here's a little top piece. I love the color, so I'm very excited about that, but this is a lot thinner than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Is there a base to this? There she is. I kind of wish the base was all metal, but you know, whatever. I haven't even put the little like balls on it yet. I'm already obsessed. These are literally the tiniest light bulbs I've ever seen in my life. Hopefully they're bright enough. Oh, these are weird. You don't even screw these ones on. These are so weird. You just plug it in. Oh, that sounds so crunchy. I hate it. You know how sometimes when you like turn a light bulb, it just like sounds like gritty? You do just push these in, right? Why is this not going in? I hate this so much. There we go. That one went in so easy. I don't know why this one's being so stubborn. I mean, I feel like they should be all the same size, so that doesn't make any sense for it to like just fit in that one, but let's try this one again. Please just go in. Why is it resisting? Who would have thought putting light bulbs into a lamp would be the hardest part of this? Okay. There we go. This one was just being dumb for some reason. Now we get to screw in our little balls. She's done, and she's taller than me, which was like my one requirement. Originally when I wanted to get a lamp, in my head it was gonna be like this really big one that kind of like, you know, was taller than me, basically. But apparently all the lamps within my budget, the majority of them were like 4 feet or something like that, which I feel like is kind of small for a floor lamp. Here is the first item in the new room. So freaking excited. We have a lamp. Now let's move on to the nightstands, which they do seem pretty simple, so hopefully it's not like too difficult. Instructions. Here's the color of the wood. It's a little more yellow than I was kind of hoping, but whatevs. She's so cute. There's the little drawer. Love it. Oh, I still have a sticker over here I need to take off. And I still have to do the other one, but I did whip out the drill because it made it go by so much quicker. My hand was like dying using this stupid little, I think they're Allen wrenches or whatever they're called. Dumb. We have finished the nightstands. The first one took me like 2 episodes of Emily in Paris. The second one took me 1. Now we're gonna tackle the biggest piece, which is the dresser. Oh no. The dresser is much darker than these. Like that is not even, it's not even close. Crap. I like the color of this, but this is not like what I was expecting. I just looked up my order on Wayfair and yeah, I'm not crazy. Like here's the picture of the listing. That is way lighter looking than what I got. So this is the first time I've ever ordered anything from Wayfair and I don't know how their return process is. Hopefully it's not a hassle. I mean, it's a hassle just in the fact that this is a dresser, so it's huge. And it really sucks because the dresser was actually the thing that I was like the most excited for. And it was like the first thing I bought. So like I bought the dresser and then kind of like bought other things to match. I just did a quick search on Amazon and I did see a couple of dressers that like could match, at least match better than this. So we'll see. I'm like so disappointed because I was so excited for the design of this dresser. That's gonna take me a minute to get over. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna slide this over to the side and I guess we're gonna tackle Vanity. Crossing my fingers so hard that that matches better to the side tables. Like I can't return the side tables at this point. They're built, you know? Moment of truth. Okay, this definitely matches a lot better to this. I do not recommend getting random pieces of furniture. I feel like I might as well just thrifted everything because this is not matching any closer than thrifted stuff would have. So this is actually the color that I was expecting these to be. This is more of like a cool toned kind of natural color, whereas these are very yellow in comparison. But it's a lot closer in color than this. Like these don't match at all. Also, if you're curious, this manual is indeed somehow like 4 times thicker than the one for the dresser. So that's scary. I am so bummed about the dresser. Oh my god. This big old box is literally just the hardware. Okay, it's actually not as bad as I thought because the majority of it were these things, which I think are like drawer slider pieces. There is still a lot of hardware. Just not as much as I thought. These freaking screws are like the bane of my existence with this Vanity. You have to use these stupid things to screw in almost everything. Like I've hardly been able to use the drill, which is so annoying. Like my thumb from just like turning this thing hurts so bad at this point. The bed frame is in. This was definitely the easier part. And the kind of idea is the bed's gonna be this way, and we're gonna have a bedside table here and a bedside table there. It's looking like it's gonna be very tight. Like I knew it was gonna be tight fit, but now it's looking like extra. Why don't all mattresses come with like a handle? My fingers hurt so bad from trying to like grip the side of this stupid thing. Definitely a lot easier on hardwood than it is in carpet. But not so much that my socks keep sliding. All right, the mattress is in. I am so out of breath. The bed is officially in, and I did just throw in all of my bedding into the washer. I figured now would be a good time. And I wanted to see what our little nightstands look like next to the bed, so we're gonna do that. Did I put the bed in like the exact right place? Also, I need to take this down. I don't know why that's still up. I literally put the bed in the exact right spot. They obviously don't look like much right now because, you know, there's no decor, there's not even any bedding or anything, but here they are. This one's a little bit of a tight squeeze, but it's good enough for me. Like this is my side of the bed, so it'll be fine for me. Also, here's like a better look at the Vanity, and this is kind of generally where it's gonna go, but I don't wanna hang the mirror until I know for sure, like until I get this whole thing kind of set up. As far as like rearranging the room, I've done as much as I can do right now, but I still have like a ton of stuff that I've purchased over the last couple of weeks that I wanted to go over with you. The very first thing is actually like the only thing out of all of the stuff that I don't know if I'm gonna use it in this room. This like Band-Aid color mushroom lamp. Originally when we got this, I was kind of thinking like maybe it could go on a nightstand, but I'm not very good with like spatial reasoning. I don't know if that's what the term is, but basically I always picture things way bigger or way smaller in my head than what they actually are, and yeah, this is massive. If I put this on one of those side tables, there would literally be no room for anything else, so that's not going to be happening. Now everything else should be actual things that are going in the room, and the first thing I did actually already open, and it is a comforter cover. So my original idea, again, natural with pops of green, and the bedding that I have currently, because the other room is dark gray, was a neutral color. It's kind kind of like a light taupey cream kind of color. And I figured with the walls being white in here, that would be too like light on light. So I wanted to get green, but I'm gonna be honest, this is way darker than I thought it was gonna be. Here's like the listing picture for it. I've been kind of like going back and forth on whether or not I want to return it, but I figured I would just keep it until I actually like put the room together and I can kind of decide then. Also, I don't know if I said, but I got this from Home Goods and then this was from Amazon, and I'm gonna continue with the Amazon stuff before we jump back into Home Goods and TJ Maxx and stuff, just to kind of be more organized. So these are little candle holders that are so freaking cute. I've had these on my Amazon wish list for 1,000 years, and with this room project it was like the perfect opportunity to finally get them. They're literally so cute. Here's what it looks like. It's like a little set of 3 and they're all different like shapes and sizes. So we have the one I just showed you, but then there's also these 2 as well. And then this other little box is another thing that I am so excited for. I saw this while I was like just kind of searching for just kind of the general vibe for this room, and it instantly was like, I need to have that. It's basically just like a little trinket dish that looks like a cloud kind of. Let me turn the brightness down so you can actually see it. There she is. Is this not so cute? And then we have one more box from Amazon, and this has a couple of rugs in it. This is basically like a little off-white kind of like faux fur rug, and this is actually going to go on my bed. I thought it'd be fun to kind of like layer different textures onto like the end of the bed. I don't want to like cut straight across because then I'm going to end up cutting some of the fur. I wonder if I can. It started hissing at me. She's not feeling as soft as I was expecting. Okay, I don't want to like fluff this out right now because I don't want to have little hairs everywhere, but this is kind of what she looks like in the color. I think it's pretty much the color I was expecting. And then we have another rug. I haven't taken this out of the package yet, but I'm already very unsure if I'm gonna be keeping this. This is obviously a zebra print rug, but without even like taking this out of the package yet, I can already tell the quality of this is so cheap looking. Like I was kind of expecting this, but in zebra form, but it looks like a fleece blanket. Like it doesn't look like a faux fur rug at all. I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be on the floor in like the most high traffic area in the room. I'm basically gonna put it like here, I think. So it'd probably be better and I would be less irritated by it if it wasn't as nice of a quality thing and I could just throw it in the washer and be done with it. I don't know. It is really soft though. I mean, on camera, it doesn't look bad. Now let's go ahead and move on to our TJ Maxx and Home Goods stuff. I lied earlier. There is one other thing that I bought that has nothing to do with this room. But basically I got a couple of like wine glasses or cocktail glasses. I don't drink, but I love drinking like water and soda and kombucha and things like that out of like fancy glasses. Basically they're like a really, really light pink color, but the shape of the glass, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but the shape of the glass is kind of like a flower. And then I also got this pillow for the bed. I am so excited about this pillow. Velvet is like one of my favorite fabrics as far as like home decor stuff. Last but not least, from Home Goods, we have not just a laundry basket, but a laundry basket full of more stuff. And this one was basically the only one that I could find that was like reasonably priced. It was on sale for $32, so it's an alright deal. It is not the color that I was really wanting. I was hoping to get something a little bit warmer, kind of closer to that color, but for now it'll work. And it is lined too, which is kind of nice. I also got this little glass, like green glass mushroom. Is this not like so cute? And then also I got another lamp. Totally does not match the vibe at all that I was really going for this room, but there's something about it that just really spoke to me, like my inner child, so we had to get it, especially because it was on sale, like half off. This lamp literally makes me so happy. We also have another pillow. Obviously this is in the shape of a flower. It's kind of like a dark teal type of color, and again we have more kind of like velvet. And then second to last thing in my little basket is a blanket. This is so soft, and I feel like with having this kind of like dark green comforter cover in mind, I was thinking dark green with this like light colored knit and then this kind of faux fur. And then the very last thing that I have is actually a thrifted item. I really like the idea of having a gallery wall in here, so like artwork and stuff, but frames and just artwork in general is so freaking expensive. So I tried to go like thrifting to find some frames, but they didn't really have any in the color scheme that I wanted, except for this one. This one is kind of like a brass color and I only got it for $1. So even if I don't end up using it in this room, I figured for $1, like you can't beat that.
Closer.
Hi guys, it's a few days later and I do have some updates for the room, but also we've got more stuff to go through. I did some more shopping. As far as like the updates for the room go, the main one is basically that I got a dresser finally. It did take a few days for me to get it, and it's still not exactly the color that I was hoping for. It's definitely a little bit darker than the other things that we have, but it's close enough. Also, we do have a mirror that I think I want to hang above the bed. But before we do any of that, I'm going to show you what I got, because today's goal is basically to get all the decor together, like set the room up. We've done all the building. Now it's like the fun part of actually putting it all together. And this first bag does only have 2 things, and they're the exact same thing. You'll see with this specific shopping trip, we leaned hard into the green. So I did dress for the occasion. We are going to be matching the room. So buckle up. First couple things that we got are actually some cat bowls. These are literally the cutest things I have ever seen in my life. I don't know how well you can see the color. It's kind of like a seafoam type of green, which is not the green that I initially thought I was gonna go for, which actually, speaking of, now this bigger bag that we have, first thing that I got is actually a dog toy. I haven't been able for the life of me to find a cute food dish for my dog. So I got him a toy instead. This was the very first thing that I picked up while we were at the store. Like, I saw it and I was like, oh my God, that is so cute. And this actually was kind of the thing that spiraled the room into being like truly a green room, because not only did I get him this toy, but I also ended up finding a bed to match as well. We also had the cat dishes that matched. So on this particular trip, everything was just like lining up to be green. So that's what we're doing. And that being said, because I am gonna be keeping the like off-white, beige, whatever you want to call it, comforter cover, I needed a pop of green for the bed, because again, I kind of want to like layer textures and colors. And I found this blanket. It basically looks like a little checkerboard, and I love that like pattern. That being said, last time I showed you this beige one that I was going to put on the green comforter cover. Obviously, now that we're not doing that, this is like the same color as my bed, but I still feel like I'm going to keep it anyway, because that was kind of like a benefit to getting this blanket, is these two in and of themselves have different textures, so I can still use both of them. And then the very last thing that we got were some green candles. Literally every single thing that I got in this last trip was green, but not only green, like the very exact same shade of green almost. But I thought these were really cool looking because I liked the shape of them. Now that I have them in the house with like everything else that I've gotten, I kind of wish I had have gotten white ones, because I don't really want to have like a green candlestick in a green container. You know what I mean? Like it's a little too much. Anyway, those are all the things that we have. I have everything that I showed you last time stacked on top of the dresser. So let's start putting it all together. I'm so excited. I feel like I can't have all of these on here. Maybe do this. Oh, I just remembered I have a crystal that was in my old bedroom. She's a little dusty because she was on top of a bookshelf for a very long time, but she's like too pretty to just have hiding in a dark corner. This is the part of decorating that's always the hardest to me. Like, I don't know, I can buy things that I like and I know what I like, but I don't know how to put it together. Here's what the bed's looking like. I don't know if I love it. Like, I definitely need to figure out the layering of these blankets. And then here's the pillows. This pillow and that like green fringy one I've already had. The fringy one I actually got at the Goodwill for like 50 cents, crazy. And then this one was like 20 bucks at Urban Outfitters like years ago. I did put little lamps on both side tables. They're little like busts, I guess you can call them. I don't know, they're little lady faces, and I thrifted these a while back for I think $15 for the set, and they're so cool. But then I also have this really cool brass swan dish that I also thrifted a really long time ago, and I basically keep my chapstick and my magnesium shoes on the inside of this. He's obviously a lot bigger than the bed, but he curls up in like literally the tiniest ball ever. So I was hoping that would be okay, but like it does look kind of small. See if he fits. Please fit. Yeah. Are you comfy cozy? Should I give you your octopus too? What is it? Is it for you? Is it too big? I think that's like the biggest toy I've ever gotten him. Are you the cutest thing ever with your giant toy? For the day, I still want to hang my mirrors, so like my vanity mirror and the one above the bed, but I need Kevin's help for that. So I have to wait till he gets home before we can do those things. But I was going through some of my stuff in the living room and I found this. I have a really cute like flower and green like watering fountain for the cats. And I have been just using like a washcloth underneath it so that if there's like any splashing from the dog mostly, that it wouldn't like ruin the floor. That's not working out so well and it's not really cute. So I got this little mat to kind of put underneath the water dish. At the end of the day, we were finally able to hang my mirror, and I wanted to kind of show you a little bit of the process just because I found this trick from another YouTuber's video and it has been invaluable. So I wanted to pass it along to you. And honestly, I could have done a better job at demonstrating it. But basically you put tape on the back of whatever it is that you want to hang to kind of get the shape, but also to show kind of like the placement of where you need to put the screws on the wall. So basically you put tape on the back of whatever it is, in this case it was a mirror, and then you poke holes where the screws need to go, and then you take the entire little tape thing off of your frame, your mirror, whatever it is, and then put it on the wall where you want to hang the mirror, and boom, you have a little template. Aside from that, we did end up putting like 1,000 screws into the wall to make sure that it wasn't gonna fall. It still makes me a little nervous, but like she seems to be sturdy. But yeah, but we got it up and I freaking love it. This is so scary. Hi guys, hello. I feel like I almost need to like re-intro this video because it has been quite some time since the last time I talked to you guys. I started this whole process in October. It is now January. I think the holidays just kind of like got in the way, but now we are starting fresh with a new year, a new bedroom. I am literally so excited. And you might notice that some things are a little bit different. I did just recently rearrange the room a little bit because I wanted to squeeze in a reading chair. Like I really had a vision for having like a little reading corner in this room. So I had to move some furniture around to fit it, specifically the dresser that used to be on that wall. It is now on this wall, and honestly, it makes this room so much cuter. Like why did I not think to do this before? I don't know. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started with our tour. All right, so we're starting outside of the bedroom. Here's what the room looks like kind of walking in, a little kind of brief over of the room. Ooh, ah. I do love the zebra print in the room. I feel like it adds like a fun little element. I just don't know if I love this specific rug, but you know, she's here to stay for now. Also, if you're curious, I do hide all of like my tripods and stuff behind my door, and then also this mirror for little outfit checks. But anyway, on this first wall, we have kind of like my vanity area and our little reading nook, both of which I do feel like could use a little bit more work, but this is what we have going on for now. And I did plug in and like hang the mirror finally. This is actually pretty cool. It has like different lighting settings on it, but I will admit, she ain't very bright. The only thing that I really have decorating this vanity as of right now is this little like vintage jar that I thrifted, and I put my reusable little cotton rounds in here for like my toner. And then I also have this little disco ball mister humidifier, not humidifier, what's this called? Essential oil thingy. I can't remember what these are called, but it spins, it lights up. It's pretty cool. And then I also have this little brass duck that my sister thrifted me like a while back. So cute. I do plan on eventually putting like my skincare and stuff on there, but we just haven't gotten to that process yet. This, however, is something you didn't see. I got this from Amazon for literally like 20 bucks. Is she perfect? No. Is this a weird kind of color? Absolutely. But I really needed just like something cheap to kind of sit on. And then also this fits my hair tools and stuff. My straightener and my curler do fit in here as well. They're just in the other room where I was doing my makeup because I haven't actually done my makeup on this vanity yet. And then moving on to my little reading corner. Again, I kind of want to spruce this up a little bit. I like the idea of maybe putting up like a shelf or like a picture or something up here. But for now, this is what we've got going on and I do really like it. We have our lamp, which this thing is bright AF. And then we have our little reading chair. I ended up putting the knit blanket on the chair because the cats were like ripping it up when it was on the bed. And this is actually a chair that I thrifted a couple of years ago for like $10 or something crazy. Now let's go ahead and swing over to the bed area. The one thing that I don't think you really saw was the end result of this mirror. Is this not the coolest freaking thing? I literally thrifted that for $7. $7, you guys. And it is literally one of my pride and joy vintage finds. I'm obsessed with that mirror. So that's kind of like the main thing. And then also like the brass headboard I also thrifted a while back. So we have a lot of new stuff in here, but we also have a lot of thrifted, which I love. Which speaking of, we have our little side table lamps as well, which I actually got. I'm gonna swing over to my side because I have a remote controller in here. I didn't want to have to like deal with plugs and stuff because I live in a really old house and we only have like 2 plugs in this entire room and they're nowhere near the bed. So I ended up getting these like rechargeable light bulbs. How freaking cool is this? They like brighten and stuff like that. They change color. I just think these are super, super cool. I think everything else you've seen on my side table I've already shown you. It's literally just that little like swan thing. These little side tables are perfect for what I needed, but they are very small. So I try to keep it clutter free with just like a couple of things. Then under here, I have the couple of books that I'm currently reading. I also have my Kindle. And then in this little drawer, I just have my melatonin, a little reading light, a hair clip, my like microwavable heat pack. And then obviously we have Kevin's nightstand, which I'm not gonna go through. But there's that, and that's the bed, our little like bed area. I honestly am so obsessed with it. I do feel like this wall needs something. I just don't know what. So that is all that I have to show you for that. And then last, but certainly not least, my favorite wall of the room. We have the little dresser area. Honestly, just like this little half of the room is just my favorite thing. Just so calming and peaceful, and it just makes me so happy. So here's my little dresser area. And like I kind of talked about before, I'm not like great at putting things together on, you know, like the dresser and stuff, but here's kind of what I've landed on for now. And this is my sourdough starter. This is so random, but I got a kit for Christmas and I think I'm on day like 4. It takes a week, I think, to develop the starter. And yeah, we're on day 4. The only reason it's in here instead of my kitchen is because this is the warmest room in the house. It has to be at like 74 degrees, I think, or something like that. And we keep the house pretty cold in the winter. Yeah, we've got a couple of plants. I have a little disco ball up there. Also the windows, I don't know if you can tell. Let me turn this lighting way down. I have this like prism cling film stuff on my windows to honestly give privacy, because this window specifically, I don't know if you can tell, but this is our next door neighbor and that's like some windows. Their windows look directly into our windows and I don't like it. So I have that for privacy reasons. It kind of like blurs what's going on in the room, but also in the evenings when the sun hits it, it fills this entire room with rainbows and it just looks so nice. But I also have a sun catcher over here as well. So there's that. Speak of the devil, actually, here's a little bit of the rainbows that I was just talking about. And then I guess kind of like last but not least, we have this little pedestal with another plant. I love plants. I would love to fill this room with more. Like this little corner makes me so happy with the 3 plants that I have. But I'm really bad at keeping plants alive. So these are the only 3 that have like really hung in there. I've bought so many over the last couple of years. But this plant in particular has some more little disco balls. These are Christmas ornaments that I decided to hang all over my room instead of put away. And I have the plant sitting on this really cool glass thrifted like plant stand. I'm absolutely obsessed with this thing. And then this is the closet, which is very, very tiny, but you know, it is what it is. And with that, that is my room tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun putting this together. I feel really good about this room. It literally makes me so happy to be in here. Anything that I can link, I will link down below. Specifically, all the things from Amazon will be in my Amazon storefront. And everything else that I got from either Home Goods or I thrifted, so I can't really link any of that stuff. Anyway, that is everything that I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have had the most amazing of days, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.